Materials, Scott's Miracle Grow. This has been in the dump, in the garbage for quite some time. It would have been a beautiful short way back at 249. Uh, as you can see, that's right around right here. The big question is this. As you see what was it, about 2 weeks ago, we drew these lines, the blue ones right here, as our crash point, and it flew through at the 209, bound to the two. I mean, it's only 10 points, so it's not like that much. But we are getting to the point where we should get a nice little pop, which is right around this line right here, the 88, 85 area. Might have already done it right here. So let's keep an eye on Scott's Miracle Grow as for a reversal to at least come back up to the 200 to even the 209, since we know that was a pressure point. Eco Lab. Not the sexiest of charts. We filled the gap back, this downward gap right here, back on the 28th. Had an opportunity for us to try to push to the 207, but it looks like the bulls decided to pick back up, because if you look right here, we basically had a triple bottom. They had the opportunity to drop it right here. They did not. They had another opportunity to drop it right here, and the bulls pretty much bought it up at the end of the day. Let's track it, looking out to maybe take out the 230. It's 15 points away. Well, 16 points away. Do I think it could do it in 1 week? No, I don't think it's going to do it in 1 week. But our breakout of right here, the 217, is within our scope. So if we break out of the 217, let's look for the 222. Let me see something. Do we see anything extreme? Open interest on the downside, nothing. We have a little right here. Open interest on the upside. Look at that, the 230. 2,400 contracts open at the 230. They're going for 5 cents right now. Isn't that kind of funny? So do I 110% think this is going to happen? Not at all. But the option market says there's a lot of people out there that think that it could. There's 2,400 different contracts out there at the 230 mark. So does it look like we could break out at the 217? It does. If it would be any other week, I would say maybe. Now let's see our open interest. Yeah, you see, even our 230 open interest just goes to nothing. Open interest is extremely high right here. Even 300 contracts at the 250. That's higher than over here. I know this is expiration. Oh, they only trade monthly options. So that could, monthly extra. That makes it even more interesting. Money play. Okay, sorry about that. Let's get back to this. I don't if hopefully that was interesting to you guys as much as it was interesting to me. That you have 2,400 contracts saying that it's going to be right here for this open end for this series, right? That is a massive amount, since there's even on the July expiration, there's nowhere near close to 2,400. So could it pump the 15 points? Yes, it could. Lundell Basal. Oh, look at it. It is right at the number 109. Let's see what the odds. Now you got me curious. Anything enormous that just doesn't make any sense. See now, see how the difference is? You see how there's so many contracts on the downside? Like they're hedging the downside. There's downside risk in here. it's pretty much, I don't see anything that's just ridiculous. Now let's go back to ECL and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Do you see any downside? There is like nothing over here. We got 600 contracts total. Oh, maybe 700 and maybe 800 contracts total on that side. Right here, we got 3,000 contracts on the bull side. You see the difference? Like there's nothing. It tapers off there too, but there's just a big massive boom, 2,400. That eats up all the selling, and it's just random. It's all the way random because we only have our 200s over here, and we have a little bit more over there. I'm reading a book right now. I'm sorry. It's unusual option activity, right? So that's why I'm over here like, ooh, let's see if we can find something. So I'm sorry about that. Um, Lyndon Bussell, I would say, I mean, it's kind of, I would say it's at support, right? Be careful. There is no huge option anything, so I wouldn't, just be careful. But it looks decent. Looks like looks like it could um doesn't look like it's gonna go any lower. Of course it could. It's had one, two, three, 4 times that it's been at this point and it's gone lower. So it could be knocking on the door, rolling over to 104. But to me, I would say we're gonna try to test the 118. The point, I don't like it. Do not like it. I don't want to go through the options on every single one because I want to test it first. For the next few weeks, I'll probably test. I'll go through a couple of them. Just anything that's just like, no. See now, whatever, man. I'm just gonna look. This is weird. Look at all the how it's all sporadic over here and sporadic over here. Nothing too. See, I don't see anything too specific. I mean, there's 3,700 contracts right there, and the 90s for this week. There are 1,000 out there, but no. Dow Chemical. Yeah, that doesn't look very good. However, that could be absolutely perfect. Let's check out the 71s. Whoa, look at this. So we have let's let's see, 1, 2, 5, 9, 11,000 contracts, give or take on up to here. I don't see it going to 55, but 11,000 contracts compared to this one massive 14,000 contracts. I would say somebody probably is betting pretty big on that, right? 14,000 contracts at the 70 level of Dow Chemical. That's interesting. Let's look at what is that? That is the Dow 70. The high is the 71s. Let's look at the 72s. 800 contracts. Then look, we're getting even that we got 3,400 contracts at 75. I don't see it going to 75. That's massive. But 14,000 contracts at 70 should raise a little bit of suspicion, I guess. At least it rose enough suspicion in my book. Dow 70s money play. See it happen because they're literally not even bidding this up for nothing. The 70s are what, 18 cents, 20 cents? They're right here. That's absolutely nothing because all we need, we're $2 out of the money. So if we buy that, it needs to go to 72.20 and we broke even, right? There's only 19 cents of extrinsic value. That's why I'm saying it's super cheap. BASF, we know it doesn't trade our options. Looks like crap. This is a gapper all over the place. This I don't know why this is in here. Well, I do know because I like the company, but I don't like this. This is all over the place, and we don't even get any. We don't even have the opportunity for dividends, or not dividends for options. Rio Tinto, be easy with this. This is an all, as you see. Look at this. We're at 95 just a little bit ago, and then went all the way to 94 or 84, 10 points. So 10 point like, and look at the gaps on here. You don't want to be wrong, right? Just you don't want to be wrong with this because that's 11% drop in a day. But then look at over here, 3% gap in the morning. It's all over the place. Let's look at the options. Yeah, man. This, I have no idea. Look at it. We got 11,000 on the downside, a 6,000 on the upside. That just is too over all over the place for me. I don't want nothing to do with it. Although in the July expiration, we are tethered or skewed to the long side a little bit of the 96. Let's keep an eye on that for next week. Rio Tinto International Paper. Now this I like. I do like it. Again, we can roll over to 61, but it looks to me like we want to beat or take out that 65. Let's check out the options to see if it confirms. Look at the downside, open interest, anything over 1,000? No. So we got, I mean, these are just way far out there. There's 20 points to the downside. I'm not going to count those. Even though, hey, it could go all the way there. There's just not very much money bidding on that. So we're looking at 1,100, 1,500, 2 grand, about like 2,500, 6,000 contracts right here. That's a decent amount. 1,000 contracts. What are people betting on this? 6,000. 67. International paper this week. 67. Let's check it out. That would bring us up to here. Let's see. Does this stock have the capability to move 7%? Look at that. 3 days, it moves 6.5%. So does it have the capability to get to this 6,000? And the answer is it does. So look at the craziness of the 6,000 with the breakout of the 65.25. So the money play. Let's see. See, I'm not even supposed to tell you guys things. I'm just supposed to look at the charts. But this is, I don't know. Maybe it's not interesting to you, but it's interesting to me. The money play. International paper. The money play. Where was it? The 67.50. Because like these money plays, it's just like this is basically, to me, it's like gambling. So what for if it's, I don't know how it's gonna open in 8 hours from now, but for 5 cents, so we're talking $5, buying 10 of them, you're looking at a whopping $50. That's not huge money, because literally you're risking what is says extrinsic value 2.5 cents. So the delta is 3 cents. So if every dollar this moves, you're looking to make 3 cents. So if this, ooh, The delta's changing. That's weird over here. All right. But okay, where we are. 3 cents per dollar movement. So if this jumps, let's say, look, almost $1. So if it jumps $1, let's say $1.20, right? $1.15 Monday, because don't forget our theta or our theta. I don't have it up here, but our theta is probably 3 cents too. So it's gonna have to move. It's gonna have to move. But the closer it gets to 67, which is only 4 points away, right? 4 points away, we're already in the money, right? 15 cents, which is more than what we're paying for. We're only paying 5. So if it goes $4 from here, we're tripled our money. So I understand why they put 6,000 contracts, because they can triple their money at 15 cents. That is. All right, Mosaic. Ugh, no, I don't like it. I mean, for the bull, there could be a nice little argument for the bull. I'm not really quite sure. Let's check out our numbers. Yeah, this is all over the place, man. Whoa, look at that. 94,000 open interest at 40. Yeah, that trumps everything over here. Again, this is a gamble. But I know myself, I'm not gonna remember this. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna pay attention, but it's not that big of a deal unless I'm in it. And for 5 cents, it's worth me going in it. It's only $5. I mean, if $5 is too much for you, then maybe this isn't for you. But for $5 to see what happens with 92,000 other people, why not? Money play, right? I need you guys to understand. I am not expecting these to work. That's on the different videos, on the financials. Those were are more apt to go in. These are money plays, which means that I'm basically rolling the dice, gambling. Sherwin Williams. I like Sherwin Williams. This is a good. I feel this is a good entry place. Now it's faked out twice here to roll back over, here to roll back over. But at this point, we actually stopped at some support. So instead of right here, it's kind of willy nilly in the thin air. But we stopped at some support, and we are within shooting range, 20 points give or take, of a high. Let me see something. Yeah, basically of a 3 year high. So that gives it a better example. So for 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks we've been paused. Well, 5 weeks we've been red, which is good because we needed some time to kind of cool off. So don't forget, because we have been on a massive tear since April, since 3-1. We're 3-for-1 split. So I mean, this is a beautiful stock. Don't get me wrong. I like it. It's just expensive, so be careful. See, there's no craziness on Sherwin Williams. It's all pretty basic. Um, the 80 is $1.45. Yeah, if you were to bet on anything, I'd say that one. That would probably do the best for you. Right there, Sherwin Williams 185. I mean, we're basically have to break out this point right here in order for you to capitalize on that. You might want to do a calendar call. Uh, I'm sorry. We need to just solely look at the charts. Nothing else. I apologize. But yeah, I like this one to come back and let's test the high.